What is going on, guys? My name is K-Dub, and welcome back to a very special edition of Crypto Zombie. Obviously, I just have to say, even though we're doing a special edition video, thank you to everyone that's been liking, subscribing, and commenting. You guys are absolutely amazing. You're the reason that I do this, and it was because of you that I went to DevCon and I took a leap of faith and I cashed out my Bitcoin so I could go on this trip just to bring you guys the most current news on what was happening with the Neo Smart Economy. That being said, it would be greatly appreciated if you could smash the like button. And the reason that I say that is because it will help other people to find this video. Now, it was a bit of a journey for me. And I had a great time. I met a lot of awesome people. It really helped me to connect with the developers, the community, and it made me realize that even though we may be going through tough times in crypto and it seems like it's the end of the world, when you actually meet these people and you meet the community and you realize that they're developing real products, okay, real services, real applications, or dApps, D applications, right? And you really understand that this is bigger than people realize, okay? When I look at Neo, I don't see it as another cryptocurrency. When you own Neo, you actually own a piece of the smart economy. Neo is non-divisible, for those of you that don't know. You can't own 0.01 Neo. No, you either own one Neo or you don't, okay? And I think it's absolutely brilliant. And when people talk about crypto exploding as this bubble and it's just all going to crash down to the ground, when you think about the companies that are going to survive, if there was to be a terrible crypto destruction, whatever, which we have seen a huge retracement lately, if you notice, Neo's not doing that bad in comparison to a lot of the other coins. And the reason that I believe this is happening is because Neo is something that supersedes that of crypto. Owning Neo doesn't really correlate. I mean, it does now correlate with Bitcoin price, but I think in the future, I think Neo is going to be something equivalent to, a piece of gold or a diamond or something that you can actually trade in real life. Owning a share, essentially, of Neo is something so much bigger than just having a cryptocurrency. And honestly, it's something that you can really only understand when you truly go to a convention or you go to a DevCon and you see the people that are behind this. It's all fun and games when we're just sitting on our Blockfolio or we're buying and selling on Binance and we're trading and we're trying to make massive profits. But when you actually go to an event and you realize the technology behind this and you realize that this is life-changing. Neo is so ahead of the curve. They're looking at something so far in the future that we almost haven't even reached that point yet. You know what I mean? Like, Neo's not really worried about today. They're worried about tomorrow, And that is something about Neo that's always intrigued me, even back since the AntShares days. I've just been so invested in the idea of a smart economy, in digitalizing your assets, digitalizing your identity, okay? Creating a smart economy, essentially, which is their whole tagline. So that being said, a very lengthy introduction to the coin, but Neo to me is more than just a crypto, and I can't stress that enough. And I highly recommend, and I'm not shilling at all, I'm just telling you guys, truthfully speaking, excuse my thing, but I'm just telling you guys, it's something to definitely look at, and I would highly suggest that everybody own a few Neo. I really would. It's a brilliant design. By holding Neo, you're paid gas. It costs gas to execute smart contracts on the Neo blockchain. A percentage of that gas is then redistributed back to the Neo holders. It's a beautiful circle. It really is, and it's really ingenious, and you got to give it to guys like the Hongfei and Erik Zhang that really sat down and, Da Hongfei even, he used to say he had idols. He used to look up to Roger Ver. Now, I know Roger Ver, I know. But, hey, listen, we all start somewhere. He had pictures of him sitting next to Vitalik in Ethereum, and you realize that these dreams of the future for crypto, they all started so small. And yes, it blew up and we saw an $880 billion market cap, which honestly, I think we're going to see that again. I really personally do. But that being said, you really start to see that there is so much belief and so much hard work and development that goes into these projects. So I've already rambled on enough about this coin, but guys, I really love NEO. I don't just love it for the gains. I don't just love it for the fiat, okay? I love it because it truly represents what decentralization means. And guys, it's so much to go into. Let me go into this, okay? So today I presented a little bit of a slideshow presentation. I've been thinking about how I'm going to bring this out to you, and there's just no real easy way to do this. So I had like over 150 pictures. I have a bunch of notes written down right now. So I'm just going to go through them rapid fire, and I'm just going to bring you the highlights. Now, there was literally over 22 hours of this DevCon. There's no way that I can bring that to you in, I mean, we're already at, what, 7 minutes in this video? There's no way I can bring that all to you within the amount of time allotted for me to do that. So that being said, let's move forward. Let's get going on. Let's talk a little bit about my journey, okay? So this is me right here in my hotel room. Thanks to you guys. I made a little bit of a video telling you about how excited I was, all right? And I came to the hotel. That's me with my pass right there. I was very excited. I don't know if you guys could see this. I think I'm going to have to be doing a lot of this crap in here. So that's me with my pass, all right? And then the next thing that I wanted to say was, oh, what is going on? It's already screwing up. Oh, it's a bad presentation. All right, so, well, first thing through the door, I walk in, right? And they give me this really awesome NEO hat and an awesome NEO hoodie, which, by the way, was really nice quality. I have to say, guys, it's a very comfortable hoodie. I actually wear it on a daily basis. Okay, so that was basically the freebies that they gave away. All right, so then we go on to not even 5 minutes in the door. Not even 5 minutes in the doorway. And look who I run into. Look who I run into. Box mining and crypto love. Right off the bat, these guys are friendly. They're down to earth. We talk crypto. It's so cool. Crypto love is honestly one of my idols. If you could tell, I kind of took the whole background thing from this guy. But, you know, I watched this guy when he had 1K followers. Now he's up to like, I don't know, like 75K or something. You know, real true inspiration, down to earth. You know, no one's a douchebag. You know what I mean? Like sometimes these guys, you think like they're YouTubers and they're like going to be like, oh, I'm too good for you. It's like, nah, they're really down to earth. So I got to meet these guys. That was really cool. Tyler from Chico Crypto, had a really good time talking to him. He also is a huge NEO investor. He got involved back when it was Ant shares. I got involved when it was Ant shares, but I sold like a freaking idiot to buy some stupid projects. But you live and you learn, you know? So it was a really awesome time meeting Tyler from Chico Crypto. And of course, the legend, Supo Man. It was funny because we were just starting to have the crash. The crash just started tanking. And me and him were talking a little bit. And he was just like, listen, it's crypto. You know, you got to look at it as the sales day. And it's true because when we're in the red, it's time to buy. And a lot of people freak out and they pull their money out. And unfortunately, a lot of the losses in crypto do come to you because of you. Not you individually, not you watching, but because of people. People invest too high, they start to lose money, they freak out, and they pull their money out. And essentially, you are the reason that you lost your money. If you just hold, if you look at the charts dating all the way back to 2011, after every crash, there was always a ridiculous moonshot. So, you know, Supo Man, he kind of got me through, talked me, you know, a little bit, knocked some sense into me. So I respect him a lot. He has great videos, very good with his calls. He's helped me make a lot of money in the process. So shout out to Supo. And then another shot from the Trinity after party, which was really cool that they did this. I mean, drinks were on the house, you know, there were so many people there, so much influential YouTubers. There were developers there, and also that's where I saw my first live Trinity demonstration. So for everybody out there that thinks that Trinity doesn't actually work or it's not a real thing, Guys, Trinity works. It's on the testnet currently, but I mean, I literally watched them send Trinity network credits back and forth in real time. Then they did it with gas, and then they came out with another app called InWe, which is in development, which is also able to do it with ERC20 tokens and could potentially be cross-chain interoperable, okay? Just gonna throw that out there. So for anybody that thinks that Trinity is not a real working project, there was a little bit of an issue. People were concerned about the white paper. They thought that they copied Raiden Network. I don't know a lot about that, but what I can tell you is the product works, okay? So moving on, let's talk about some actual content, all right? So here we are. This is a bit of the setup. They had it really nice. You could read everything. You could meet the people. I got a good chance to talk to the people at Trinity, obviously Zeepin. I didn't get to talk to Ontology. They had a freaking phenomenal demonstration though, and it was really, really cool. But you know, everyone was really nice. They were really open. DeepBrain Chain was there. It was a really good time. So, all right, moving on to what's actually happening. So, Hongfei came out with one of the most amazing speeches I've ever seen. I mean, this guy to me is literally the Steve Jobs of crypto. In my opinion, he is the Steve Jobs of crypto. You know, he's such a well-spoken man, and he's so intelligent. And what's hilarious is he actually went in to explain that he hasn't even been paid yet. Like, he's literally not even been paid. Like, the Neo Council, they hold a percentage of the Neo tokens, but they're in lockdown. So he himself has not even received the benefits of his own project, of his own blockchain, okay? Very humble, really cool guy. And, you know, he went on to explain that his goals are to pretty much make Neo the #1 blockchain by 2020. Now, in the beginning of the convention, I was like, all right, yeah, #1 blockchain, come on, you're going to be better than Neo, you're going to be better than Bitcoin, you're going to be better than Ethereum, you know, you're going to surpass Ripple. Honestly, if these guys continue to do what they say they're going to do, I could actually see Neo as the #1 blockchain. Absolutely. It's crazy, you know, it sounds like fantasy, but when you go to these things and you see these people that are involved, you just realize the potential behind the coin. So I'm going to be doing a little bit between this and my notes. I do want to say that he had an amazing introductory video to Neo. I'm going to put it up right now. We can watch it. Hopefully I can find a better quality one. If not, I'll put up mine. So right now, I just want to take the time to just show you the introductory video. So here we go.
So what's your take? What's your take about the video? To the moon! To the moon! Yeah, I do just decided, I do consider to remove all those. Why we decide to go to the moon?
All right, guys. So now that we've seen the introductory video, Hongfei went on to say that he thinks that centralized exchanges will die. Okay, for 3 reasons: because of security, regulation, and cost. So essentially, he says that it's not a matter of if these exchanges will be hacked, it's simply a matter of when. All right? So if you guys watch my video on the Neon exchange, decentralized exchanges are going to be the future. They definitely are going to be the future. And Neo is right at the horizon. They're ready to go, and they're all about decentralized exchanges. Also, he wanted to explain that the 5 key elements of the next killer app include high transactions per second, finality, interoperability, digital identity, and a stable coin. Okay? So that is something that caught my attention, a stable coin. Oh, you mean like Tether? Okay, so basically, he goes on to explain that they are looking to create a stable coin within the Neo environment, currently under the term Alchemint. Now, it's not a definite, okay? We don't know that they're going to keep that name, but we do know that Neo is looking to create a stable coin within their environment that does not change. This is going to increase the interests of regular, everyday people investing, because people don't like investing in something where they wake up the next day and it's half price, right? So if you look at this, they're currently doing 1,000 transactions per second, but they are aiming to do 100,000 transactions per second without sharding, okay? Sharding is basically when you take transactions and you put them into smaller, almost like packets, like blocks, okay? I don't have time to go into it in this video, but they're going to be able to do 100,000 transactions without sharding. And by using the Trinity Network protocol, or Trinity protocol, they're going to be able to do 1 million transactions plus per second, which is something to really look forward to. They're going to have their consensus mechanism, which is the delegated Byzantine fault tolerance, which another thing I cannot go into right now, but they're going to have interoperability on the Neo X, digital identity, Neo ID, and Ontology. Ontology is an amazing project. That's a whole video on its own, all right? So that explains the introduction to it. Then moving on, let me look at my notes. We had a little bit of an intro from Erik Zhang, who unfortunately he could not make the conference, but what he wanted to definitely assure us is that the cross-chain, hold on one second, I gotta look at my notes. Okay, so he confirmed that cross-chain smart contract execution will be no problem for Neo moving forward. This, and the confidence of him, the Neo virtual machine will be improved over time, and it's constantly in development. I mean, the guy himself couldn't even make the conference because he was too busy working. You know what I'm saying? Like, Erik Zhang was so busy working on Neo, he couldn't make the event. Think about that. Think about that. All right? So then we move on, and Fabio from the City of Zion goes in to explain NEX. Now, NEX is going to be a decentralized exchange. And the one thing that I want to stress to people is that it's not going to be a competitor to things like Kyber Network or 0x. They are not going to compete. They are planning on having a decentralized banking and fiat gateway. Okay, check this out. Look at this. Okay, here's their picture on decentralized banking. Okay, beyond enabling decentralized exchange, NEX offers a long-term vision of decentralized banking, a smart contract-based funds management service for assets on the blockchain. And as you can see here, this is a little bit of an overview. It kind of looks a lot like Coinbase, right? You'd come in here, right? And you would basically have a fiat gateway into Neo, which is crazy because we don't have one at this point. If you go on Coinbase, all you have is Bitcoin, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Ethereum. Now you're talking about a direct gateway from fiat into the Neo ecosystem and all other coins that will be supported on, NEP5 tokens, and hopefully expanding to more beyond that. I think this is really amazing. I'm super excited about that, and that's why I'm looking so forward to the next exchange, Neon Exchange. Keep it on your radar. As soon as I find out about the ICO, I will let you know. And also, that being said, I want to let you guys know that they are planning on being available on March 1st. So then that definitely guarantees that this token or this ICO will be on sale at some point between now and March 1st. So keep your eyes open. Follow them on all of their channels, because I think that the NEX token is going to be one of the biggest tokens that we've seen in an ICO. My personal opinion, but it's such a real working product. Oh, it's not a real working product yet, but just guys, I can't even go into it. It's going to be a really awesome time, all right? So moving on, Malcolm Larater, okay? He basically wanted to say that, if fault tolerance is exceeded, there won't just be any new blocks created until the nodes are restored above the fault tolerance. Now, he says that this is actually a good thing, because consensus nodes cannot gain more power by taking down the nodes. This is something that we've obviously been able to see with, Bitcoin, 51% attacks, okay? So, yes, okay, right now for those that say that Neo might be too centralized, all right, fine. But let's put it this way. There's 7 nodes running right now. They may have extended into the city of Zion by the time I made this video. I'm not too sure. But given those numbers, if we were to have 22 nodes, which is not that much, that would actually make Neo the most secure blockchain in crypto, literally. And he also goes on to say that it would be more decentralized than Bitcoin and Ethereum, and even if up to 7 nodes, okay, went down, say like 7 nodes completely just shut off out of 22 nodes, which they're working towards, it would not affect Neo whatsoever. So that to me is amazing. That's a very well thought out plan. All right, guys, I know I'm so excited, but moving on. So then they had a panel with, they went on to discuss how to create smart contracts, which, very technical. I'm not going to go into it right now, but that was really cool to sit down with some of these guys. You had Ethan Fast, Thomas Saunders, Sergio Flores, and I think his name is Nanand Rakazovic, I think that's how you say it, but very entertaining, really awesome panel. Nice to see that Neo has multiple languages to develop on, which encourages, new developers that have previous experiences with different coding languages. It's not just like Solidity. You don't have to learn a brand new programming language. You could just, you can come on, you can use Python, you can use JavaScript, you can use C#, and they actually accept, there's a few others you can use as well. So that's really cool. It's very open to a lot of developers being able to get involved. So one of the things that I wanted to say, though, big thing, Ontology. Now, Ontology, in my opinion, is going to be one of the biggest cryptos to come. No one's really talking about it. They're very under the radar. They're extremely complex, very complex. But they gave a gift to everyone that went to Neo DevCon. They gave 500 Ontology. Obviously, you can email them, but you're not going to get any Ontology because you have to actually give them your Neo DevCon lanyard ticket. So if you don't have that, you're not eligible. So don't email these guys. They're not going to give it to you. And then they also gave another 1,000 out to people on their newsletter. And what I like about Ontology is they're not even doing the whole ICO thing. They're just basically giving it out to those that are supporting them and those that are coming to their events, which is why I still believe that Neo is all about the community. The community is so important. When you look at the city of Zion, nobody paid them. Nobody gave them money. They just decided that they love this blockchain, they respect it, and they wanted to basically be a part of it, and they wanted to help develop on it. And it's thanks to them that we have the very, very successful Neon wallet, which I can use for transactions, 25-second transactions, almost basically instant. And now they also integrated a feature where you can directly contribute to ICOs through the Neon wallet. And the Neon wallet itself is supporting these ICOs. You just enter the token direct. You get the money directly back to your Neon wallet. Really amazing. That's another thing I just wanted to add. Also, they had a little bit of a panel for initiative, all right? And that's what I was saying about community. This was basically just a discussion. You have Dean Jeffs from Neo News Today. I got a chance to meet Dean at the end of the conference. Really down-to-earth guy, really out there doing awesome things. Alex DiCario, okay? He's on Neo 1, I think it's called, or Neon Neo something. Yeah, I feel bad. There's so many people that spoke at this conversation, and then at this convention, and then you have Fabio again from the city of Zion. So that was a really awesome, a time to really ask questions and pick the brains of these developers. All right. So then moving on, I wanted to go on to explain that O3 Labs came out with a mobile wallet for Neo, which is really cool. You can actually go to their website at o3.network and download this wallet if you want. You can come here, you can see how it's kind of working a little bit. They have the technology. And then here I actually took a screenshot of, I didn't put any money in it because I have my money on my Neon wallet, but you can see right here it has cold storage, which is freaking sick. Now they have Neo and Gas, but obviously it's going to support all NEP5 tokens in the future. So if you want to have Neo on your phone, that is pretty awesome, guys. And then here you can see that they are working to basically have a fiat-pegged cryptocurrency, which might go back to the Alchemint that Hongfei was talking about earlier. So that's going to be something that's going to definitely allow banks to issue redeemable, what they refer to as anchors, all right? And these anchors are registered with Neo smart contracts. I highly suggest you check this out. You could do more research if you go to O3 Labs, see what they're all about. I really respect these guys. Another project just coming out of nowhere, just doing what they want to do to support the ecosystem. Really nice to see these guys. Here's a little bit more where they explain the anchor solution. They use Japan, for example, so you can come in with your fiat. You can use it, okay? And they're trying to provide a solution for financial institutions to issue that fiat-pegged cryptocurrency via smart contracts, as opposed to taking custodial duty ourselves, right? So you can have a look at that. Once again, go to their website. All right? Moving on, we have NKN, which is a cellular automated powered decentralized data relay network built on blockchain and incentivized by native tokens. Now, I didn't have a chance to write too much about this, but you can look into NKN. They're relatively new. They're just out of the door. They haven't even had an ICO yet, so I highly recommend you check out NKN, okay, on the Neo blockchain. Then moving on, you can go, you can see a little bit more of their roadmap, obviously, here. You can take a screenshot of this, zoom in, whatever you want to do. And then Zilliqa. Now, Zilliqa, we've seen recently hit the exchanges. They did really well. They came out, now, we have seen a bit of a dip, but they came out of the door with a $500 million market cap right after ICO. One of the reasons is that this project is pretty incredible. The least that I'll be able to say, okay? They are a secure and scalable blockchain that uses sharding and multi-signing. They said that their testnet should be up and running within the next 3 weeks. Now, as you can see here, they say, where are they now? Well, they're at 2,488 transactions for 3,600 nodes. Well, obviously, the more nodes they run, the faster the transactions are going to get. Moving on to Enigma. I'm trying to do this as fast as I can. I know this video is going to be so long. That's why I held off on doing this. But, all right, Enigma. They're introducing secret contracts, right? So secret contracts are smart contracts with hidden inputs for private computations. They're going to be a second layer solution that's going to allow dApps to develop using their protocol. They are essentially aiming to have the secret smart contracts. Privacy is their main concern. Now, the whole idea behind this is that they still want transactions to be able to be verified to show that they happened, but they don't want the amount to be shown. So, for example, say somebody's working for a company and they get paid a salary, right? Well, we want to be able to verify that the salary got paid, but we don't want to have other people see how much that person got paid because that infringes on their privacy, right? I mean, do you want your friends knowing how much money you make? I mean, if you're a millionaire, maybe, but for the most part, that's very private information, right? So that's basically what they're trying to achieve with that. Now, here's the big guy. Here's more of the ecosystem. I took a pic. You can see how they're going to use decentralized banking, data marketplace, sharing economies, and then that will flow into the dApps, into the second layer protocol, and back to the main chain. But here's something I wanted to bring up. Everybody was talking about Loopring. But Loopring is an ERC20 token. What are they doing at Neo DevCon? Well, I'm going to let you know. Here's the cool thing. Loopring is not a cross-chain protocol. So what are we going to do? Check this out. All right, they're not a decentralized exchange. So that means that they're not going to compete with NEX, okay? Therefore, each time a new blockchain adopts the LRC token, which is currently on the ERC, which is currently an Ethereum-based token, they will airdrop new tokens to previous holders. They plan on coming to NEO as a NEP5 token that's going to be listed as LRN, hopefully by the end of April, okay? So by the end of April, anybody that's holding Loopring, you're going to get airdropped LRN tokens. And every time they put this on another blockchain, you're going to get airdropped tokens. So it's not all about making money, but for those of you guys that like free money, that like those forks, not really a fork, but you're getting an airdrop of the new tokens. So now they're expanding from Ethereum to NEO. So anyone holding Loopring now, you are going to receive LRN. Okay? Just something I want to throw out there. You might be interested. All right? Moving on. This is Bluezelle. Now, Bluezelle is basically saying that there's a lot of wasted computational power. Okay? For example, what they use is take like a PlayStation 4, right? And what they say is that there's a ridiculous amount of storage and RAM and all this other stuff, but it's like it's never used, right? Like most video games don't even use a fraction of the amount of hard drive space, of RAM, computational power, if you want to really look at it that way. So what they're looking to do is basically be able to utilize other devices so that they can utilize the Bluezelle token and utilize the computational power from those things. So they use the example of EA Sports and the games, and because I guess they used to be involved in gaming. So that's something you can look into. I've seen a few interviews done with them. I saw one from Tyler from Chico Cryptos, and I saw one from Blockchain Brad. So if you want to know more about Bluezelle, check those guys out. They did way more in-depth detail than I'm going to do on this video. And there's no point because I'm already at 31 minutes or so. So why waste more time? So they were there. That was really cool. And then this is a little more explaining how they're going to they use the OX protocol as an example, right? So that was that. Then there was more talking of discussions of this and that and, so you have NGC working with Bluezelle, Zilliqa, IoTex, Ontology, Rough Chain, Chainlink, it's basically this giant ecosystem. The second day was a lot more technical than the first day, so I'm not going to cover the second day as much. It was super technical, probably more for developers than for people that are interested in this type of content. So if I skip through it a little quick, then, my apologies. But they gave away the City of Zion Competition Award. I wanted to say congratulations to the Smart IoT taking first place. So that's these guys right here. They are the guys responsible for Hash Puppies, but we'll get to that in a second. So this right here I thought was freaking amazing. VDT Network. I think this is the coolest thing because I'm a YouTuber, right? And I can't stand how long it takes for me to, I'll film a video, right? 20 minutes, half hour. Then I got to render the freaking thing for 3 hours. So I can't even get the videos out fast enough. It sucks. I have an idea. I have a video. I make it. 3 hours later, I got to put it out. So basically, what these guys go to explain is that they're going to be an open source decentralized exchange that's going to allow automated rendering and can cut down time down by 800%. Dude, 800%? So that means I make a video, now I can have it out in 20 minutes to a half hour. Right? I mean, to me, that's extremely important. So they're looking to have these rendering farms that they're going to start out with. That's going to be their basic thing. They're going to offer 1% incentive on the token burn. The ICO details are still yet to be released. But like I said, as a YouTuber, pretty interesting to me. Some of their core features are going to be an open protocol, decentralized exchange, which I told you guys, DEXs are going to be huge, automated rendering, digital ID for trust, APIs, modules, and framework, and of course the 1% incentive token burn, which you have to have an incentive for investors. You have to, I have to have a reason to invest in this. You know what I'm saying? If these are tokens, what the heck am I holding it for, right? So that's something that I really like to see. Really awesome. Then obviously we have Hash Puppies. So also anybody that had between 1 and 99 NEO in their wallet and had done a transaction before Christmas, you're going to see 1 RHT token in your Neon Exchange wallet, or in your Neon wallet. So if you're wondering what the heck is this token, well, they airdropped a token to everyone that had between 1 and 99. Now, I have more than 99 NEO. I'm sure you all know that. I'm not going to talk about my NEO. But the reason that they did this is because they felt that they wanted to give back to the newer NEO investors, not to the old investors, all right? So, I didn't get my token, but I still mess with this. And I thought it was really cool because when I first heard about hash puppies, I was like, come on, guys, CryptoKitties, hash puppies, really? Really, guys? Like, come on, let it go. But I think it's more of a point. I think they're just trying to prove a point. You know, you look at the CryptoKitties on Ethereum, completely bogged down the network, right? Made transactions almost impossible to send through. And it was literally just a picture of a cat. Just a picture, right? Just a still 2D picture. Hash Puppies is actually a 3D world that you can walk around, you can go into shops, you can, breed dogs with each other. It's really cool. I'll show you a little bit of a demonstration. But yeah, I think they just wanted to almost like prove a point how much better Neo was. So, kudos to them for making a competitor to CryptoKitties just to prove a point. That takes a lot of gall, right, guys? So I'm going to drop this off. You can look at a real quick demo of the hash puppy walking around and stuff, all right?
You want to keep your puppy happy in this game because they're not going to breed unless they're happy. If you don't play with them, you don't interact with them, then, they're just going to sit around and not do much. So we want to make it so that...
All right, cool. So that was basically the demo of hash puppies. No reason to go on, but pretty cool, right? All right, then RedPulse took the stage. Now, I'm not going to go into RedPulse. RedPulse has been around for a very long time. They're basically creating the first sharing economy for research. They were one of the first ICOs on Neo, so not much to say about RedPulse. If you don't know about RedPulse, definitely look them up, but they've been around for a while, and I do like what they're doing. It's very, very technical. It's one of those things, it's very boring, not very interesting, but it's very necessary. So I just wanted to throw that out to them. Now, moving on, they have a little more of their ecosystem. You can look into this. I took a couple more pictures, but all right. So this, this is WowWoo. I'm not going to go into WowWoo, but one of the funniest parts about this whole thing is at the end, they actually were like, we're on the Ethereum network, but Ethereum sucks, and we want to go to Neo. I didn't take a picture of that or get it on video, but I just thought it was really funny that they were like, yeah, Ethereum kind of sucks. I was like, all right. So I just figured I'd talk about that real quick. Here's a little bit more about the WowWoo, what their ideas are, what they're going to get integrated with OKWave, their mission, and so you guys can take a look at WowWoo if you'd like. Just thought it was really funny that they were basically saying that Neo is better than Ethereum. Their words, not mine. Okay? So then moving on, we come over to QLINK, where if you guys don't know QLINK, they're basically the Wi-Fi sharing. You can earn QLINK tokens by setting up a base station. I made a video about this if you guys want to check it out. So this is Susan Zhu, and she was going on to explain how it works, and they actually did a live demonstration where they set up a base station and they allowed you to log in using your Wi-Fi, and you could literally see it working live, which was really cool. And the infrastructure is also going to include ZPN, which I think is really cool as well. Moving on, X contract. Oh my goodness, X contract. Okay, honestly, I gotta be honest with you guys, like, I'm into crypto, but this just blew my mind, okay? They're a decentralized conversation platform that adopts AI capability and easily uses any channel to enable everyone using natural languages as UI to do business with cross-smart contracts. So basically, like, I think they have things like this now where you talk into it and, like, say I'm in, like, China, I talk into it and it, like, instantly translates it out in English. You guys ever seen Star Trek when they use their, like, translators and they can talk to people on different planets? That's basically what X Contract is doing. They're trying to create where it's almost like there's all these different people with all these different languages, right? But if we use the X contract platform, we'll all be able to communicate in one language, so to speak. Like, I don't know. It's really crazy. It kind of blows my mind a little bit. So they're not even out yet, but look into that. That's definitely something to keep an eye out on. Definitely ambitious, but it's possible. It's definitely possible. So that's that. And then also, this was PeerAtlas. Now, this guy right here, he is, I forgot the guy's name. You know, I should come more prepared, but he's a doctor. He's been in it for a long time, and essentially they want to create a basically a medical encyclopedia, right? Because he believes that everyone should be able to have free information for health. This guy was super passionate, and honestly, the devotion to this project was almost like inspiring about how much this guy just wanted people to have access to all of the resources that the Western world has, and people that, there's countries that they can't pay to get involved in these things, and he says, like, there might be conflicts of interest because of the subscriptions, right? The advertising revenue, the drug companies want money. There's a lot of shady business that goes on in the medical industry. People are paying doctors to, if you write so many subscriptions, we'll give you a bonus. It's like, well, what if this is garbage? What if this medicine harms more than it helps? Well, we're getting paid if we give it out, right? So extremely ambitious, dude. Kudos to this guy. Ethical. I agree with this. Enough is enough with the scams. Enough is enough with the garbage, man. People shouldn't be lied to. People shouldn't be fed medicine or garbage that's just going to make them sicker. These guys want to get richer. You have companies like Bayer merging with Monsanto, okay? So the guys that make your food are also the guys that make your medicine. Something to think about. So that was that. Apparently I have more QLINK here. I must have had it out of order. So yeah, this is more explaining the QLINK. All right, QLINK again, which I covered. I'm sorry, my slides are out of order. But yeah, so this is the demonstration though. This is where she was showing you how you can log in and Wi-Fi share and then get paid in the QLINK token. So that was really cool to see a live demonstration. And then TheKey, which we all know their ICO was less than pleasing. But that being said, essentially the key points of TheKey are, self-sovereign identity, authoritative data, dynamic, multiple dimensional, blockchain enabled, real world use case, and privacy preserving. Now, TheKey does have a lot of competition. I just did a video on Bridge ID protocol. There's also Self-Key, and there's also Civic. All right. So that being said, there is a lot of competition. This is one of those things where we just got to see who does it best first. So not going to go into too much detail, but we all know TheKey is trying to create that decentralized, private, secure identity on the blockchain. All right. So that's basically TheKey in a nutshell. And DeepBrain Chain. Now, everybody knows I love DeepBrain Chain, okay? I'm a fan of DeepBrain Chain. They took a massive hit lately. I don't know why. Probably has a lot to do with what's going on in the markets. I mean, we went from 880 billion, crashed all the way down to, there's like 380 or 360 billion or something. It was freaking nuts what happened lately. But what they wanted to explain is that the AI industry is a $15.7 trillion industry, okay? Computing power is a bottleneck, right now for machine learning. So AI is going to be huge in the future. Basically, what the key things that I got out of this was that they were collaborating with chip manufacturers to optimize their AI processors, and their neural network nodes are actually going to be able to adapt over time. So as things change, as blockchains, just as the space expands over time, they're going to be able to adapt. And then as you can see here, they wanted to make a key point about their scalable power. No limits, right? AI processors are providing powerful processing capabilities. Like I said, collaborating with chips, and this is literally what I just said. But yeah, so they're going to be able to adapt over time. I got to tell you what, these guys are not good at marketing. I'm sorry, I said it, whatever, shoot me, all right? But they are freaking intelligent. I mean, I listened to these guys talk about this, and the DeepBrain Chain ecosystem, it's amazing. It's actually ingenious. So DeepBrain Chain is one of those coins where it's kind of going to ride flat for a while, but then once people realize and once this comes to fruition, I think this coin is going to just explode through the roof. So like, would I say go all in right now? I can't say that, not financial advice, but I do suggest everybody maybe hold a little bit of DeepBrain Chain, because when this ecosystem takes off and when this product comes out, I think it's going to be one of the coolest things to come to the AI space in a long time. You know, they've already won multiple awards. They created basically Alexa before Alexa was even created, okay? So, yeah, that's, okay. Moving on. So then we have AlphaCat. They're basically going to create something that's going to be able to learn and mimic from the best investors. So they're not out yet. You can't buy this coin, but they're going to be almost like a smart trading bot. So we've heard of trading bots, but it's actually going to utilize strategies based on investors that have been able to accumulate a lot of money before that. So you can see it's China's first AI-powered equity market fund, and they're hoping to achieve 25% annual return. I don't know. Can anybody promise 25% annual return all the time? I don't know. They're very ambitious. We'll see. So that's what AlphaCat is. Hopefully, if their product comes out, everybody uses it. But then you do have to wonder, if everybody uses it, then how can you make money if we're all using it? You know what I'm saying? Like, hypothetically, if all of us just switched over to AlphaCat and we're all trying to make 25% gains, like, in the market, there has to be a maker and there has to be a taker. It has to be. Like, somebody has to sell and somebody has to buy. So inevitably, somebody has to lose money, right? Like, right? Like, if somebody's making money, somebody has to be losing money. So, I don't know. We'll see how it pans out. And then finally, Trinity closed out the night, which I know everyone's been freaking out about Trinity, but I've also seen a lot of FUD. Is Trinity real? Can they do what they're saying? Well, their whole idea is that even with NEO's current 1,000 transactions per second, it's not going to be enough in the future. So they're aiming to do 1 million transactions per second or more. Or more. So we see EOS coming out, promising 1,000 transactions per second right out of the gate. I don't know yet. I mean, does it work? Has anybody tried the EOS testnet? If you have, leave a comment, let me know. But they're definitely aiming to do this, okay? They want users to be able to access a complete world of dApps, and they can pay with different tokens instantaneously. They did do a demo. I don't know if you guys have seen the demo. I'll include a clip really quick, but it was like a 5-minute demo. It's going to be way too long. I saw them transfer Trinity Network credit. I saw them transfer gas, and I saw them transfer ERC20 tokens on their second app they were developing called ENG. And I saw it live in front of my eyes, and I saw it also on the big screen, and then I also saw it again at the after party. So I've seen it with my eyes. It works, okay? So for anybody saying that Trinity is this, I know they had a lot of issues with maybe people saying they copied a white paper. I don't really know about that, but I'll tell you what, it does work. It actually does work, all right? This is their wallet right here. Not a good picture of it, but it had a really nice interface. I liked it. It looked really simple to use. It looked very user-friendly, which is very important because, like I said, one of the biggest things that blockchain has is it has to be able to be used by the masses. People don't want to, like, go on and do their private keys and do this. They want it to be simple, seamless, all right? People use Facebook because it's easy. It's simple, right? They use YouTube right now. We're using YouTube because it's simple. It's easy, and it has a network effect. So, obviously, the more people that use it, the more successful it's going to be, but obviously user interface is extremely important, and so far I do like the user interface. It reminds me a lot of Coinbase, very simple, very sleek, all right? So I definitely have to give that out to them. Excuse me. And we're back. So Xing out of this, that is that, guys. That is my rundown on NEO. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I know it was very lengthy. Please give this video a like. I never asked for you to do this, but smash that like button. Anyone that couldn't make it, anybody that's interested in NEO, anyone that wants to get involved in this coin is amazing to me. It's not just another crypto. It's something so much bigger. So that being said, guys, I'm running out of time here. This is almost 50 minutes long. I wanted to say, gotta go back to the old school. Thank you so much, guys, for staying and watching this video. I love you so much. Keep liking, keep subscribing, keep commenting. NEO to the moon. I hope this was an informative video. My name is K-Dub. This is Crypto Zombie. Until next time, stay crypto and peace out.
got me my deal. You flashy your deal? I got me my deal. Got me my deal. Got me my deal. Same cats that used to hate, now asking me about who's to stay. Hold on my deal till the future day. The key